Well, I thought we'd try two different things here. We'll do the first run with the Treal Overdrive gears on my rocks here, and also the new sections of the course. This area that I'm on now is a recently rebuilt portion, and in order to make this one work, you got to do some serious side hilling, because I've got a front axle that's 8 millimeters wider than the back axle, and that's just what it's going to take here. Because what you can't see in the video is the pathway up drops off very quickly on the other side of the driver tire. So I've almost got to take it to maximum side hill here in order to basically make the corner where I can get this thing higher up on the rocks. Fortunately, this truck has a lot of articulation, which I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can, but it's got quite a reach on it. And for those people who say an enduro can't be made good, well, I beg to differ. These things, with the right modifications, like SCX24 axles, Fury Tech, and 1100 kV motor, they can do really awesome things. Right now it's just creeping. Just doing a creep demo because I can. I'm gonna get the back tires rotated. Now we'll find some grip on the front and just bring the whole thing up. A little more side hill going on, and I'll just kind of take it across the top here. I've got different lines than I used to. Pretty much every rock that it's climbed so far and in front of you here is a redesign. You get farther east, which is the right of your screen, and you get into the older sections. I thought I'd just start off this one with the enduro because I can. It's got enough articulation and power to do anything you want with it. Reset the camera a little bit. Next time I'll just pause it and adjust the shot so you don't have to go through all that with me. But I'm just going to take this over the top. I'm going to get the front wheel down to that rock right there. Once I get something under that tire, it won't flip over on me at this location. I'll readjust the shot, and I'll try to get it down without flipping it over. Signs point to maybe. There we go. But with that Fury Tech, I was going to put it in one of my other rigs, but this is the one that Tony Fury Tech warrantied for me, and I put it in my enduro just because I wanted something really good that would work nice with this application. And believe it or not, this route that I'm taking down here is almost one that wants to flip you every time you move. And you're not out of the woods until the front wheels are on the ground. Not even sure why it's so difficult to get right. right here wants to dump it. Well, I was able to save it, but I had to gun it at the very end, and it's still not on the ground. I got 2 tires up on rocks, but I think I could pull this one out. There we go. That was a successful descent. But that's one of my new lines. I'll take you over to the entirely new section at this point. I've decided to bring back the new tunnel for the current configuration. Just because it's been buried for so long, it hasn't been useful for anything. Now, I've not run the truck over here at all, so I have no idea what it's going to do, how it's going to do, or if it can do. Coming through at a pretty steep incline. So I'm carrying a wheel. I'm going to need to put a wheel through. There we go. When you're in a place like this, you've got a potential binding situation, and just do real short bumps on the throttle if you decide to try it, because that won't overheat your servos or your motor or anything. And I'm just going to take it straight down here. My last courses were pretty technical, and I just thought I'd build some stuff that was fun this time. It might not be as hard, because think about having some people over that may not have the super modified stuff that I generally make. If you have more of a scale crawler, it'd be more fun to be able to actually make some of the crawls instead of watch somebody else as I dump my truck. But like I said, I have not even tested this area yet with this truck, so some of that's to be expected. And, you know, there's some things that look like they should be really hard, and they are, but it's totally possible to do it. And other times there's stuff that doesn't look bad at all that turns out to be impossible. Like right here, a little bit of high articulation. The rock under the left rear is really slick. I'll make sure that I don't flip it over with this attempt. I'll show off a little of the wheel speed of 1100. It can do it. And then when I want it to, it can just creep. See if it's got enough front. No, didn't quite have enough front to pull that off. There we go. Different line on it. See if If I can get it all the way to the top here. Score 1, Enduro24. This is the collapsed ridge area. Kind of simulates a rock slide area. Thinking about putting scramblers back on this truck. I think it'd be better with those than the mudslingers. There we go. I kind of went hooligan on that one, but finally brought the nose up. Now let's see if I can seal the deal and take it the rest of the way. And it was able to do it at the end there. We'll drive across the bridge, which you're familiar with. This will probably end badly, but I'm going to put it on the video even if it does. This is a little bit of a steep descent. I'm going to put it in ASMR mode for the descent here. I don't know how this is going to go. Look at this angle. When it starts going forward, I'm going to gas it and see if I can save it. How about that? This thing does pretty good job. We'll just do a little bit of cross-country action here. Just to kind of get a little flavor for the types of rock I'm pushing this thing through. Get it off the headlight. Try to get that left front back on a rock. I went off the edge of it. But this thing can comfortably carry one rear tire in the air without any danger of flipping. And we're just kind of pulling up here. I'm going to pause this for a second. All right, I've got it pretty flexed out, as you can see there. You can tell also that that rock under the driver rear doesn't have much traction with it, as it was able to let the rear slide down. This is kind of a fun rock. I broke it myself and it got that pretty cool contour. I probably look like a lunatic in my backyard slamming rocks into rocks, but how else do you get those cool cuts? Kind of caveman stuff, but right on. Do a little side hill action up over this. Maybe should back up and try a little different line. Go a little more side hilly. This is my new high line. It's at the top of the cliff. Got a pretty decent lean going here. I think I'm going to bring that front down onto the log. That was a bad move. And I've high-sided it on the frame. Hopefully I can save it, but I think this is going to wind up as one of those terrible accidents where people fall off the cliffs and die. And that's what happened. That way is possible. I believe I've done it with other trucks. But for my final trick tonight, I'm going to show you a route that I have not yet done. And just for perspective, I will drive the car up to this so you can see what it's trying to climb. This is a very smooth rock. There's no traction whatsoever on that particular rock. And the one next to it is actually leaning the wrong way. And viewed from the top, it's pretty straight up and down. So I have two rigs that have done this so far, my MoFo version 3 and my E1 Super with the PN 2 PN 2.5. I got that in my head from Mini Z Racing, but the aluminum motor mount with a PN 90, it can do it too. But the MoFo version 3 is just incredible. That thing goes wherever you point it. But I really want to make it happen right here with this rock. I'm going to call it the doors because they kind of come together, and I want to be able to go up the doors route. So it's a lot harder than I want it to be actually for this truck. I have not made it yet. I tried for hours yesterday to do it. I know it's stupid, but I enjoy this stuff a lot. I waste a lot of time doing it, but I don't really care. It's fine. It's a day off. You can do what you want. But anyway, I'm going to try this tonight to get this to go up there for the first time on camera. Fourth try. 12. What was the best so far? It's up on the step, but I got to get it a little higher than that. I have to get it around the rock in front of it in order to make the turn. Right here is where a long wheelbase is not your friend. You can see that it's bottoming out the frame right behind the front wheel. And anytime you put weight on the frame, you take it off the tires. The frame doesn't do a lot to help you get up. I was going to try a little bit of wheel speed and see if I can't get a lucky bounce here. Dead again. Well, you get the point. This is the new course that I have for a while. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'll get the MoFo version 3 out in a second here and show you that what I've been trying to do can be done. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of battery life remaining in this, and my other batteries are currently on the charger, so I'll take the version 3 here and hopefully get it done before it hits the lipo cutout. But I will show you what the version 3 can do. That's not even a way I've gone up before. But you can tell that the version 3 is it's an MVP. Nothing stops this thing. It goes where it wants. And if I had to take any rig to a competition, I would take this one. Well, that's all the video I'm gonna do for tonight. I had intended on putting my RoboFlex kit that I got from Nick at MoFo RC on my original rock bouncer that used to be a C10, but as it turns out I need to have the shock towers for the rear body mount. That's where my magnets go, so I can't take those off. I'll probably end up buying a new rig and just trying out the RoboFlex and then throwing the Vader chassis into that. I've not taken that off the table yet. It's just a future project, and things have been very busy lately, so I think I'll have a lot more time coming up as the weather gets colder and some things start slowing down a little bit. But in the meantime, keep building stuff, keep crawling, have fun. Everybody have a good week. We'll talk to you later.